Hey guys, what's up? It's Finch here. Someone told me they wanted to see a video on Rotom-Heat, so why not? Rotom-Heat's actually risen to prominence in SS overuse, predominantly because of this item right here. Heavy-duty boots, which basically means you're not taking any residual damage from hazards. So let's say Rotom-Heat comes in and Stealth Arc on the field. It's going to remain at 100% to whatever percent it was at prior, which is really beneficial for Rotom-Heat and its viability in SSOU. But Rotom-Heat in prior gens was never used and overused, or seldom used and overused. Always being UU, or even at times RU by usage. I believe it's settled in UU both the last two generations, however. Now, why all of a sudden is it better in this generation? One could say that it would be a lack of alternatives, but all other Rotom forms are in the game as well. So why is it all of a sudden better than Rotom Wash? The long answer could be a combination of things, such as heavy duty boots buffing it far more than Rotom Wash, and Fable resistance, taking advantage of Corviknight, Magical Ball with Ferrothorn, dual stab being much nastier, not hardwalled by Seismitoad, being able to resist Plasma Fist, Togekiss checking. You could just go through a million and one things, but I think the biggest answer is simply Clefable. You can nasty plot on Clefable, and you can really push the issue against Teleport variants, which forces it to waste a lot of PP. If you paralyze with Discharge before you Toxic, that's huge as well. If Toxic, you can use any set. You could also Pain Split against it. Yeah, I think Clefable is a huge answer because you have the most leverage against Clefable of any variant. There's no Steel or Poison variant of Rotom, of course. So Fire is the best you can do, and Fire not being weak to rocks is great. But let's go through the other Pokemon as well. Against Aegislash, you live any one hit besides a Choice Banded Head Smash, pretty much. Head Smash isn't really ever used either, so that's kind of great. You could Pain Split off. If you got Pain Split, you could kill it with Overheat. Yeah. What else? Cinderace, you should kind of check, but not really great against. Powerball still doing like 30 some odd percent, so yeah, gotta be careful. Corviknight, you take advantage of thoroughly. Same goes for Ferrothorn and Sandro lacking Rock Slide. Ferrothorn, especially, you do great against. The issue is it can knock you off and you lose your boost in the long haul, which sucks. Jirachi, you take advantage of. If you're facing a sub Combine Keldeo, it's kind of cool because you live a Surf or Scald from full health and you can discharge it. And if you're +2 and it's trying to like revenge you actually can take it out, which is great. Resisting Charm, Ice Beam, and Freeze Dry is also really helpful because they're oftentimes going to go for that, expecting your Clefable to come on in, and they're not going to want a Draco. So if you come into that, you could like Pain Split off, you could force status on them, etc. That's real nice. Seismitoad, there's some like text like trick that you could run for it. We'll actually get into a set with that later on. Hint, hint, hint. But as for Seismitoad, getting a toss off and it's great, or a +2 overheat doing a little over half is great too. Whittling it down is great. Whereas Rotom Wash is forced to go way out of its way and run a substitute plus Nasty Plot with a non-stab move like Hex or Dark Pulse or even Shadow Ball alongside it to take advantage of it. So yeah, you're actually one of the premier Togekiss counters in the metagame, and one of the reasons why Togekiss is used more in balanced teams. Outrunning it and having Discharge or the ability to heal up with Pain Split or Nasty Plot up to kill it, it's great. Toxic you can kind of threaten a +2, which is cool, and you also soft check Zero Aura. Close combat can 3 KO, but nothing else can, and you could easily force a ton of damage with Overheat, which 2 KOs it at ±0, and can kill it after a couple close combats. You could also force Toxic onto it or Pain Split against it if it's not bulk up. So there's a lot of things to take advantage of, but the biggest one, the head honcho of this group is Clefable. Even against Clown Mind Clefable, the Nasty Plot plus bulk up variant should be able to do, not bulk, oh my god, why did I say bulk up? Nasty Plot plus bulk up, hello? Rotom-Heat does not use bulk up, don't try this at home, kids. But that Nasty Plot plus Pain Split variant does quite nicely against it, I'd say. You can also say outrun and kill Bisharp or Cloyster before they're set up, which is always nice. It's got a nice natural speed tier. Live any one hit from Gengar and force a ton of damage onto that. Live any hit from Scarfire Dragon, or even good chance to live a Life Orb hit if it's not modest, I believe. They take advantage of Mandibuzz as well. It's actually kind of threatening against Drain lacking Seismitoad right off the bat, which is cool. Yeah, I mean, if you look at the BL, it can kind of shit on Durant, if you will, but not really that common. But there are other variants of this, the one I'm showing right now. This is probably the most common one. Nasty was Toxic. Toxic's mad good. You hit Powdon, you hit Seismitoad, you hit Dragapult, and you also make things easier like Hex later on with Dragapult of your own. Hitting Seismitoad is a big one, followed by Hippowdon and Como, I guess. Yeah, so those are like big 3 you want to hit with Toxic. That's great. However, if you don't have Wish Support in your team or you don't really need to hit Toxic, then you can run Nasty with Pain Split, pretty much same EVs. You could argue that you only really need speed for Togekiss. You could like run like 40 some odd EVs or 50 some odd EVs in special defense if you wish, or even special attack, although special defense is nice as sponge boosted Moonblasts and Shadow Balls from Aegislash, and most importantly Ice Beam from Kyurem or Draco from Hydreigon, so it's always nice to have that. Yeah, so Nasty Plot sets in general are really threatening. They always force some sort of progress unless you're facing like Heal Bell plus Unaware or some shit like that. Gastrodon can even get toxic, toxic. You know what I'm saying. Um, this set's the man best one at forcing progress course. This one can stay alive forever. Um, you can only really use this with wish support, honestly. The toxic grind, but yeah. Um, moving forward, I'm hoping this isn't desync audio wise because Jesus, it would suck because I was into this one, that one, flipping back and forth. And, you know what I'm saying? So if you're not, then ask in the comments for more clarification. Anyway, there's also like the utility variant. Personally, since this one doesn't have nasty plat discharge, it doesn't actually like beat Togekiss, so I run slow on it. I just run speed for Band Dracovish because you always want to run like outrun all, let's say Stealth Rock Como and Bisharp anyway. Also max speed plus Aegislash and Clefable outrun them is nice too, especially the Aegislash one. So yeah, you want it 240 at least, 241 for those rather, but just extra like 36 EVs to outrun Admin Dracovish. Why the hell not? If it's like knocked from Scarf or it's banded, then outrunning it's gonna be cool. Make the deficiency rend weaker, get a Volt Switch off out of the way. Yeah. Um, this set was not really used in the first couple of weeks slash months of the tier. It's very much not used now, Scarf, but it can be used and you can run. You just trick it off early game anyway. It's nice to trick like a Clefable or something, but not if heavy duty boots does suck a ton. So you got to compress defog a ton. You can run Thunder Wave or Nasty Plot or Toxic or a whole slew of things over Thunderbolt. I wouldn't change Trick though. You can run Pain Split there if you got rocks damage. Yeah, but offensive Rotom-Heat isn't great. The one I would try out though is Trick Ring Target. It's really cool for Seismitoad and Hippowdon. Basically, trick them and then they lose their immunities as you see here. Used a couple times in SPL, specifically by insult against my teammate up there. Can't do week one. Use it really successfully. But nullifying type immunity is just great. Unfortunately, it's kind of hit or miss, so it's a bit cheesy. So yeah, didn't see a ton of usage. I personally run an offensive strategy just to make sure you kill Seismitoad +2, your Powdon +2 with Overheat, etc. But yeah, pretty much all you can do with Confidence Rotom-Heat is here. It's a really great Pokemon in metagame, and I always find it cool when Pokemon is like really bad for a couple generations and then some new toy. In this particular instance, Heavy Duty Boots makes it a lot better moving forward. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Just a little analysis on why Rotom-Heat's great, what makes it stand out from other generations, what it does, why it does it, and kind of what it's good against. So yeah, leave your thoughts in the comments, of course. Always down to do more of these. So if you got more suggestions for them, let me know. And I hope you guys have a nice night. All right, guys, it's Finch. Peace.